part of Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month, we have partnered with the organization Gold House to represent its A100 list, which recognizes the most impactful Asian Pacific leaders this year. And one of the honorees is New York-based makeup artist and social activist Daniel Martin. He has worked with some of the biggest names in Hollywood, including Michelle Yeoh, Nina Dobrev, Jessica Alba, and Meghan Markle. In fact, he created Markle's now iconic, and we mean iconic, 2018 Royal Wedding Day makeup look. And Daniel Martin joins us in the house now. Daniel, so good to have you here. Congratulations on this honor. It is such a big deal. And you've been in the beauty business for 25 years now. And you say, though, that this is the ultimate form of representation. Why do you say that?
Yeah, I mean, to be recognized by your community for your creative, contributions to culture is massive. And I never thought, someone like me would be able to do that. So yeah, it's such an honor.
And I want to ask you, especially an important honor to note because of all the anti-Asian hate that we've had these past few years. You say it's been a difficult time for you, and yet you've also found your voice in that. And tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, it was interesting. I will never forget this day. It was March 2021 when the Atlanta shootings happened. And I had met Gayle actually at Megan's baby shower. And out of all my clients and out of all my friends, Gayle reached out to me just to check in and just to see how I was doing. And it was the first time that I ever felt seen.
Wow.
And that gave me and she walked me through. It was like this amazing free therapy session with Gayle King, but she really enabled me to see things and understand how I could use my platform to kind of share the rage, so to speak. Because at the time, we only had Clubhouse. The Asian community only had Clubhouse because we were all still under lockdown. We weren't really seeing those discussions on the news yet. So it was Clubhouse that I was able to kind of tune in and hear everyone else's stories to be like, hey, as a collective, we can all come through this together and be able to shake that table.
It's amazing. And that's Gayle in a nutshell there. I'm not surprised. You mentioned the honor and for the long time believing that someone like you, is how you put it, wouldn't achieve this. And you also have talked about in the past showing up to jobs and people thinking you're the assistant for Daniel Martin as opposed to Daniel Martin. What is the disconnect there between what people are seeing, your self-conception? Help me understand.
I mean, it's interesting how imposter syndrome can just become such a part of your life because it happens so much. So Daniel Martin's such a white name. My father's white, my mother's Vietnamese. And they just make this assumption. So I'd show up to set thinking they would think that I was Daniel Martin's assistant. They think that I was the nail tech.
It's a sense of microaggression.
Oh, yeah, completely.
That is, it's fascinating because oftentimes when you think about imposter syndrome, you think that someone adopted it, but it also can be placed on you due to your learned experiences and what you're going through. For anybody that might be going through similar roadblocks or resistance, stereotypes, discrimination, what would be your advice to them?
Just take the time to ask. If you need to understand how to pronounce someone's name, just ask them. It's just as simple as that.
And Daniel, I want to ask you about some of your work because you highlight a lot of features that people historically have concealed when it comes to women of color, particularly Asian Americans. What is the power in embracing someone for who they are in those features, and what does it mean to them?
I think for a long time, just historically, people wore makeup for adornment. And to be able to use makeup to really understand your symmetry, enhance what you have rather than cover everything up and then bringing that all out is something that I think for me personally, I've always wanted to do because also I suffered with horrible acne growing up. And I just wanted to cover up my face. So when you have something that you're proud of, you have to pull it out.
Yeah.
Because that's where the confidence comes from.
That's who you are.
That's who you are.
And now your skin is flawless.
Thanks, Tatcha.
You look great. This is a great conversation.
Thank you so
Daniel
much.
Martin. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.